My name is Adam and welcome back to Broke Man Finance, a channel where we know how to take a little bit and turn it into a little bit more. Today we are talking about a little Hedera HBAR and some major news that just came out of the HBAR camp just a couple hours ago. That's not even including the game-changing partnership that they just announced a couple days ago, which could have been its own video. So make sure you stick around today because you're going to want to hear all of this. Personally, I think I'm going to be talking about HBAR a lot this year because I see 2022 being a big year for Hedera. I foresee a good breakout in the next few months, and we could see HBAR sitting on those memes next year that list off the highest gaining cryptos of 2022. I'm saying it right here, I think HBAR makes that list. Now, if you agree, make sure you hit that like button and help spread the word. Now, let me go ahead and apologize for whatever I sound like because I'm still battling out some remnants of the Roni, and I've got something going on inside my face right now that's not a lot of fun. But I was so excited about the HBAR news and bringing it to you, I had to get a video out, even though I feel like death. Now, we have a lot to go over, but before we do, if you like learning about cryptos like HBAR and the latest and greatest, then allow me to do the fundamental research and bring it to you by subscribing. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about HBAR and the biggest news of all. This morning, not even a couple hours ago, the Hedera Council met, and this is what happened. The Hedera Governing Council has voted to purchase the intellectual property rights to the Hashgraph consensus algorithm from Swirls Incorporated, the original creator of the Hashgraph consensus algorithm and founding member of the Hedera Governing Council. The Governing Council members further made a commitment to make the code open source under Apache 2.0 license in 2022. If you didn't know, HBAR has not been open source and has received a hell of a lot of criticism for that from the crypto community. There are a lot of people out there that will not invest into a project that is not open source, no matter how innovative the project is. And they kind of mention it here, but in a more friendly and educated way. The Governing Council members have voted to take this step to enable broader community participation and facilitate exponential growth. Hedera will also finally be coming out of beta, which is huge. The council members also announced that the network code will be out of beta with the next mainnet upgrade. No more network downtime, which opens the door for use cases to go full throttle per saucerswap. So I hope that this will alleviate some of those concerns people had regarding Hedera. I think this is a great step in the right direction for HBAR and a big day for them. The Hedera network is a sustainable, enterprise-grade public ledger for the decentralized economy in the Web3 space. The platform is governed by a council of 25 organizations, including Avery Dennison, Boeing, Chainlink Labs, Denton's, Google, IBM, among others. If you want to know a little bit more about HBAR and the ins and outs, I did a video about that very thing around a month ago, so feel free to go check that out. So far, the Chief Marketing Officer, Christian Hasker, is making good on his promise. He said in a recent interview that over the past few years, they've just been creating value and not really promoting or marketing Hedera. They haven't been creating hype, which is where the hashtag #AllSubstanceNoHype came from. But, and this is the big but, he explained in 2022 that will be completely different. They're doing a 180, and now the hashtag is #HypeTheSubstance. So the plan is to market the hell and hype the hell out of Hedera this year, and we all know what can happen once something starts getting hyped. I personally like that approach much better. I would rather see a company build value first and then market that value, because what happens a lot of times in crypto, these different tokens and coins come out and say, hey, this is our plans, this is what we're going to try to do, but they're not proven yet. Then they try to build out to those promises while just keeping their fingers crossed that they can actually make it happen. #HypeTheSubstance. It's my hope that this is just the beginning of a big year of momentum building for Hedera. And if 2022 is going to be anything like the past month for HBAR, it's going to be a hell of a year. But let's keep the ball rolling with some more major news. Hedera just announced a major infrastructure partnership with aviation technology firm Neuron to harness the power of its network to successfully test new methods of air traffic control in the United Kingdom. Initial trials using sensors were conducted last April and October to demonstrate the capability to safely track the movements of military, enterprise, and government drones once out of visual line of sight. Neuron's Chief Control Officer, Niall Greenwood, explains how the technological innovations could lead to real-world use cases. When I hear that, I just hear mass adoption and I get excited. Now listen to this part because it's really important. Until now, drones have had limited benefit for governments and private enterprises because they could not be flown safely out of the line of sight, and therefore could not be used for long distance deliveries, transport, or inspections. With this trial, leveraging Hedera Consensus Service, we have made unmanned long-distance drone travel possible using safety-critical aviation infrastructure. How could news like this not get you excited about Hedera and HBAR's future? Mance Harmon, the CEO, said, "The Hedera Consensus Service enables the use of drones to transport essential equipment across long distances, which has enormous implications in the field of healthcare and national security in particular." Immediately I thought about, well, here comes Amazon and Walmart's grocery delivery and HBAR's price just moving up, mainly because I am a selfish piece of crap and I want my Pop-Tarts brought to me immediately. But I gotta stop and think about the life-changing potential for some of this stuff. Life-saving measures here. I'm talking about medications being able to be dropped off at your home right after you order them. People in emergency surgery situations needing something specific to be delivered in a timely manner, but there's traffic. I mean, there are just so many practical use cases other than getting my cereal delivered to me like I first thought about. Between this and the metaverse, we never have to leave our house. Congratulations, introverts, you win. I think this experiment, if it goes well, there's no question it will be a massive use catalyst for Hedera. Because if they show that the manless drone aviation and delivery can be done safely over long distances, well, that is a game changer. And who the hell knows what the HBAR price could get to. And speaking of the HBAR price, HBAR is currently trading for 26 cents at the time of this filming with a market cap of $4.7 billion, which puts them at number 33 overall on CoinMarketCap. While I could certainly see them get some good price movement with these announcements, I could also see them following the action of Bitcoin as well. If Bitcoin drops under 40K, I could see HBAR dropping closer to that 20 cent mark, which if that were to happen, I would be loading up with as much as I could afford. Now, where can you pick up some HBAR? Well, you can get HBAR on Huobi, Binance, Gate, and my personal favorite, Voyager. I love Voyager. I love the platform. You can get a lot of great rewards. This is not a paid advertisement. I just really like the platform. And I left the link to Voyager in the description below, so make sure you go check that out. Let me know in the comments below what you see HBAR's price getting to by the end of 2022. I'm going to let all this news marinate for a little bit around the internet and the Googles, and then I'll bring to you some brand new price predictions in the next week or so. But as always, stay safe, get rich, and we'll see you soon.